AJ Usyk looks like it's done for April. You're not on it.
I'm still reeling over my take for the first fight. I don't know if you remember the zone take.
What'd you say?
Bruv, I said I put my name on it. AJ's gonna beat Usyk.
yeah.
He's gonna knock bruv. That aged horrendously. You know what? I look at that fight and I'm like, first of all, I'm uncomfortable because I don't know what AJ's doing at the moment. As regarding his training situation.
Like the fight's supposed to be in April. Well, that's what they say anyway. It's probably going to be May, but April, May, whatever. So we're talking 4 months, 5 months away, and you don't even have a new trainer.
I don't know who this announcement is.
What are we doing? And he's now made it too big a thing. So whoever he announces, he could announce God. He could literally announce Jesus Christ is coming, and people will be like, nah, man, Jesus ain't right for you. You know what I mean? He's let it go for so long.
He gonna turn the other cheek, bro. You ain't need that.
Yeah, I'm telling you might need to go to that guy called Devil. You know what I mean? Flip it. So
that's mad.
It's got so crazy. Anyone that announces is going to come to some sort of criticism, whether it be Ronnie Shields, whether it be Robert Garcia, and I don't know what they can do in 3 months.
Same. It should have started by now. I just don't like I've tweeted this the other day. I was like, I don't really think he needs to be as visible with this process. There doesn't need to be a picture of every single trainer that you meet.
That's wrong.
Do you know what I mean? Him and Floyd in the gym, it's like, oh, it's this guy. And
that's not him posting this stuff, is it?
It's coming out somehow.
It's coming out
and
somehow.
I think
and AJ could have told everyone, no cameras. Like what Floyd does when he's in the doghouse. No, everyone, around. Cameras off now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd like him to be a bit more vigilant with how stuff is coming out. Because there's times when I see just how he's coming across and I'm like, just run that through someone who does this part. Do you know what I mean? They're concerned about your image because some of the interviews and how he's coming across, I'm like, bro, you're spinning your audience different ways.
But the Kugan Cassius one, the second one.
What about the
Dubai,
step aside money?
It was a car crash. And obviously, again, I'm a big AJ apologist, so I've got to try and defend it, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what he's doing. And when he started talking about the triangle thing, and I was like, stop now.
Yeah.
I was even Coogan should have watched it and thought, AJ, watch it back. You know what I mean?
Just take a look at this.
Have a look at that. What do you think? I can cut it out. It's not a problem, AJ. I can cut that minute out.
Straight.
Do you want to cut it out, AJ? Put it out. So I think even Coogan needs to have a look at it and think, nah, maybe this ain't gonna come out.
Yeah, because it causes a lot of issues. Do you know what I mean? A lot of conversation. Unless AJ's a mastermind and he wants to appear this way, and that's me on my conspiracy thing. Because I'm like, if you're calculated, you can be calculated, and it come across like that, or you can just be clumsy. And I think sometimes it comes across as that.
Sometimes it comes across as trying to be too intelligent. Like sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you can say what you want. You're like Fury. And look, I guess this is why Fury's garnered so many new fans.
That's right.
Whether or not people like him for whatever, because sometimes, let's admit, he does chat a little shit sometimes.
Yeah.
But he says whatever, whatever comes out of his mind is whatever comes out of his mouth is what's in his head.
Yep.
And I think people just have accepted it, and some people like that.
People love that, and that's why people love Dillian White as well. Because 100. They know when these men speak, they're going to say, no, this guy's talking rubbish.
There's no filter.
He said this, and it's like, it's just, that this is a genuine moment. Whereas AJ, there have been times where you go, why is he saying... Yeah. He's only saying that because of this reason.
That's what you think.
And that's the annoying part. And I think AJ struggles with that. And it's funny because we've spoken about this on the pod. And where I stand now is that we've watched this guy come from the lifestyle he's come from into a corporate world of sports. And he's now someone who doesn't even look at himself as just a boxer anymore. So it's like trying to navigate that space, and you don't want to come across too hood, and you don't want to come across this. You want to always do that. Years of thinking like that makes you into the person that goes... Oh, I don't know. It depends on, I'm going to give you this side. I'm going to give you that side. I'm going to give you that side. So that no one can be offended. And that can become you when you do that for too long. And I think that's where AJ is at the moment, where it's like, when he opens his mouth to speak, it feels genuine to him. But then it's like, he knows.
He's almost trying to appeal to too many people, isn't he?
There you go. That's
he's almost trying to, and look, bless him. He's trying to appeal to the kids. Like, I'm a role model, and I think he's accepted that he's a role model. Yeah. But then he's still, like when I spoke to him and I said, oh, when you thought Dillian was a roadman fight. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's Femi. So he knows he's still got that guy that's still there, that's haunting him. And then he's got the brand guy. I think, didn't he delete everyone from Instagram, but only keep the brands?
Yes, right.
Bruh.
That let me feel like you don't see yourself as a person now. You see yourself as a brand. And it's a loud statement, but it's also not at the same time.
You know what he needs? You've seen Kickboxer, Van Damme, where he goes to Thailand and just disappears. Yeah. Like, he needs a Kickboxer moment of just disappearing from everyone. Yeah. Or a Rocky 3 moment where he goes to them gyms in Philly.
Yes.
You got hungry guys that, are fighting for...
They want what you have.
They want it. They want everything you've got. And maybe you've got to put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
Because when I went to Sheffield, and look, this is his training base, so I get it. It was perfect. It had everything. And I was like, Don't get me wrong, this is amazing. This is great, but what does that machine do? Like, what? Give me a ring and a punching bag, please.
Right.
What's that over there? Like, it had everything, and sometimes I feel like he needs to remove himself. And I think he's even come out and said he's leaving Sheffield. Like, no more Sheffield. So maybe we'll see where he goes.
The state of the art thing can make you too comfortable sometimes.
Too comfortable, bruv. Too comfortable. Where everything is built for you.
Yeah.
Like, this is AJ. Like, no, this is everything. That's AJ's water. Don't touch that.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
He likes that with the bottle turned left. You know what I mean? So I think he needs to just... But even if he does get everything right, I still don't know if it's enough to beat that man.
But you know what I've seen? Like, for me, I feel like there's a theme in AJ's losses, right? And it's like, obviously, there's only 2, so there's not too much to work on. But it seems like you can disarm him if you're nice to him. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, he needs to have a bit of needle with you to bring out himself. And that's
interesting.
Because you look at, if he fought Dillian White next, there is no jab match going on in there. He's going there. He's going to do the first fight again, roadman fight. If he fights Fury next,
so you know
it's going to be the same again. It's only with these guys that he might make a bit bigger in his own head. And now he's like, okay, let me do something else. His heart is not that. He's not in roadman
He's
mode.
not angry.
No, he needs to be angry. Like
all the smiling, I can't take it.
Big Baby Miller.
Yeah. You know,
he wants to rip his head off.
Yeah.
That will come out. Forget the game plan.
That's interesting.
But if you're nice to him...
So it's there?
Yeah, it's of course it's there. It's not left. My thing is, if you're nice to him, you can disarm him. And he needs to be able to locate that issue and know that he needs to be the one that dictates the pace. Man can't come in there and go, you're right, mate. And that's the energy you're on? Nah, bro, if I'm on smoke, I don't care what you're on. That's what
it's true, you know, because even at the weigh-in, you watch it, especially with the Ruiz one's a horrible one. I'm not even going to get into the first one. Bro. But the Usyk one, it's a stare down, then it's a smile.
And then it's selfies.
Bro.
Fam. And also, you got to look at this, the lead up when the juggling the medicine ball. My man's playing chess. They're doing all these little unnecessary things, but it's like at no point have you said, I'm coming to batter this you. And you know what I mean? That energy there, if you can't get that out of yourself, or if your trainers can't get that out of you, then them man have to go.
I feel like that's what it is, isn't it? For me, it needs a clean sweep.
Big time.
Look, Rob McCracken, congratulations. He's done a lot of AJ from an amateur to the pros, world champion, 2-time world champion. I get it, but that chapter needs to end now.
Big time.
Because I'm looking at this age, I don't like it.
I feel like it should have ended after the Ruiz.
And there's no problem in that. Look how quick. I mean, no disrespect. Fury won the first fight against Wilder. Ben Davison, you got to go.
That's right.
I don't like fighting that way. And everyone was
like,
what was he doing?
That's right.
Everyone was like, he's crazy. Ben, look what Ben done. Got him in shape. And no. That's not how I want to fight. We're going Kronk style.
Yeah.
Sugar Hill, are you available? Andy Lee, let's do this.
Let's go.
And all of a sudden, he won. And not only, look how he destroyed Wilder in the second fight round. To the point where Wilder fans were saying he cheated. Everything was cheated. Like, you cheated this, you cheated that, you done this. And that's because he just changed trainer. Again, and there was no... And Tyson Fury is a massive name himself, but there was no like, okay, we're going to go America and try this person out and we're going to go there. No. You're gone. I've signed you up. Let's go. Yeah. It was such a quick process. But this process of AJ now is just too long.
The thing is, loyalty is one of those things where it's like, it can't become a hindrance. You can never allow loyalty.
Not in the boxing world.
In life.
In life, yeah.
Life. Look at Lennox, right? When Lennox fought... I think it was Oliver McCall.
Was it Rackman or Oliver McCall?
Oliver McCall. And I believe Manny Stewart was in the corner for Oliver McCall for that fight. He had to sit down with Manny Stewart and say, how did you beat me?
Fact.
Them men now in camp together working on what happened and why. Now we're going to fill that hole.
Look at that.
That's a commitment to winning. And I think the commitment to winning can't be personal. You can't be in this thing like, okay, I want to win, but I need to make sure that you're involved. No, bro. At some point, it might have to change.
But what about the other argument that says, Usyk's just better?
There is that.
Yeah, like sometimes, as much as I feel like AJ could have put it on him, and I look at Usyk and I watch him closely now, and I'm like, this guy's good, you know.
But you know what it was, yeah?
This guy is good.
There is times in boxing where he's the better boxer, but he gets knocked out because the guy's a more powerful man.
And it just,
That's why in that fight, it's hard to just say
I even said
that.
I wanted AJ to come in bigger. I said this is not Carlos Takam 18 stone 4.
No.
But you know, like when AJ looks like
little 17, 8.
17, 8, 17, 9.
Yeah.
Just look at him at the weigh-in and make the guy feel like, yo.
Let him know it's a mountain.
Yeah, I'm a mountain and you ain't stopping this mountain.
And we're not going points either.
No.
So to get that point
destruction
off your mind.
Yeah.
That's what...
What was that about as well? When he said, I could have won... next time I'll win 4 more rounds and then I've won.
You see, that stuff there just... That's when I think he's trying to be word perfect. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I forgive fighters of the past who said crazy things, but we knew what they were trying to say. When David Haye and Mike Tyson would say some wild stuff, you think, whoa, that's going to age badly, but you know his intentions. AJ doesn't give you a clue.
What did Mike Tyson say about Razor Ruddock? Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock dies. He said, if it doesn't die, it doesn't count.
It don't count.
If it's not dead, it doesn't count. And people are like,
listen,
yeah, you know,
it's crazy,
because you're going to war with these guys.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not a ballet. You know what I mean?
This isn't that.
It's real stuff.
Yeah.
So I think, but where I can't just let it land on what if Usyk's just better is that he's significantly smaller. So if he really imposes, he can knock him out regardless of the good boxing. Do you see what I mean?
But I also think that Usyk can knock AJ out.
I don't think so.
Bro, that round 12 was scaring the hell out of me.
Okay, here's
that round 12, yeah. I'm thinking, I'm ahead. I've watched it back so many times thinking, if there's another 30 seconds here, AJ gets knocked out.
Do you know why I didn't think he was going to get knocked out? I just felt like there's when you have your clock going in your head. I thought the round was just like, it's over now. I've lost the fight, bro. Like, just wrap it up. Because you look at that flurry that he throws at the end, there's not many shots landing there.
You know what it is? It's not necessarily through punch that I think, like the way Kovalev put Yard down.
Yeah.
I think that was half tiredness.
Oh, yeah,
like
of course.
I'm just exhausted. You've made me work so hard here that a jab put me down. And I almost feel like with Usyk,
I think
he makes you work for every, like, bro, that guy's making you work, you know. And I'm thinking it's a combination of I'm tired, plus I'm a bit hurt. And that's how I get knocked out. It's not like a clean, putting me to sleep thing.
I think he can, you're actually right. I have to go back on what I said. I think he can knock out AJ in this rematch if AJ comes for pure destruction for 6 rounds and he doesn't knock him out.
And there's nothing there in the tank.
Then we know Usyk has the beating of him.